Did you know that studies have shown that there is an optimal waist to hip ratio that girls are more attracted to? However, another study shows that women could care less about the waist to hip ratio and that they care more about the waist to chest or shoulder ratio. Guys whose physiques look like an inverted triangle or V-shaped are more attractive across the board. When you have a small waist with wide lats, you create a V-tapered look that is extremely attractive to women with or without your shirt on. And let's be honest, attracting more women is somewhat important for you and almost every other guy working out, whether they want to admit it or not. In this video, we are going over 3 of the best exercises to build your lats and get that wide V-shaped back you desire. We will also go over the best rep range for each of these 3 movements, as well as how to add them into your current routine and how each exercise should be performed. Before we get into the 3 best lat exercises, let's first talk about the 2 main movement patterns the lats are activated through. The first movement pattern is shoulder adduction. This is simply bringing your arms down to your side. Think of doing the opposite movement of a lateral raise. That is shoulder adduction. The second movement pattern is shoulder extension, which is bringing your arms down from in front of you. Now that we know how the lats function and move, let's hop into the 3 best exercises to build wider lats. The first exercise you need to be doing if you want a wide back are weighted pull-ups. This is hands down one of the best, if not the best, exercise that you can do to develop a well-developed back. If you aren't doing this exercise, you are leaving a lot of back gains on the table. Recent studies have shown that the pull-up has the highest lat activation compared to the lat pull-downs and variations of the row. The other great benefit of doing pull-ups is that they target more muscles in the back than the lat pull-down does. If you train each muscle group twice per week, which I recommend, pull-ups would be a great first exercise on your strength day to go heavy on. The low to moderate rep range, anywhere from 4 to 6 reps, all the way up to 10 at most, is a good spot for the pull-ups. After you are able to get 10 reps with your body weight alone, it's time to start adding some weight to your pull-ups using a belt and move into weighted pull-ups. If you aren't able to do a pull-up or a few consecutively, I recommend either doing the assisted pull-up machine or just stick to lat pull-downs until you build the strength to do so. And that brings us to our second best exercise to build the lats, the lat pull-down. When it comes to the lat pull-down, there are many variations in grip widths to choose from. However, the research has shown that an overhand medium width grip, about 1.5 times the width of your shoulders, is a sweet spot for optimal activation in the lats. Of course, getting stronger and progressively overloading this exercise is important, but feeling the lats and using a mind-to-muscle connection is just as important, if not more. To perform this exercise effectively, use your hands as hooks and try to keep your biceps out of it by driving your elbows down and in towards your sides. The best rep range for the lat pull down is in the moderate rep range, around 6 to 15 reps. I recommend doing this on hypertrophy focused workouts and stick it towards the beginning of your training session. The last exercise to target and build your lats is the cable lat pullover. This is a great way to take the lats through a full range of motion and get a really good stretch. Also, we are able to remove the assistance from the biceps and focus on isolating just the lats alone. The cable lat pullover done with a rope allows you to go through a deeper range of motion through the shoulder extension movement pattern. This allows you to get an extremely good contraction in the lats. A mind-to-muscle connection is definitely the main goal for this exercise, as we really want to focus on getting a solid pump and driving lots of blood into the lats with this one. I like to bend over to fully stretch the lats and then hinge up as I bring the rope towards my hips. To get a full contraction, keeping a slow, constant tempo with this exercise is best in my opinion, and sticking to a moderate to higher rep range of 10 to 20 plus reps. I recommend doing this towards the end of your training session to really finish off your lats on at least one of the 2 days that you train your back. To recap everything that we just covered, if you want to develop a wider V-shaped back, make sure you train your back at least 2 times per week. Do weighted pull-ups at the beginning of a strength-focused session and go heavy for about 4 to 6 reps. Then on your second day that you train your back, which will be more hypertrophy focused, you will do lat pull-downs with a medium overhand grip at the beginning instead of pull-ups. Focus on progressing each week in the 6 to 15 rep range, but make sure to always feel the lats doing the work and don't let your biceps take over or help too much. Lastly, finish off your back session with cable lat pullovers using a rope. Aim for 10 to 20 plus reps and focus on getting an epic pump to really finish off your lats. As long as you use these 3 exercises and focus on getting better at them each and every week, on top of a solid nutrition plan of course, you'll have a wider V-shaped back in no time. If you found this video helpful, click the like button below to help support this channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.